Please welcome the very funny Phil Kolas.
Maria Driscoll, everybody. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Like, we really appreciate it. This is already the best show we've had all weekend. So fuck it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Seriously. I'm very excited for this. Yes! My name's Phil Kolas. It's Greek. Just like me, ironically. So you think if you translate my name into English, it must mean something sexy and exotic and mysterious. But it doesn't. At all. Like my best friend, he's Arabic. His name is Bashara al-Sahuri. If you translate that into English, that means Atonement the Night Shepherd. Fuck yeah, right? Yeah, it's amazing. Dude, his whole life is a movie trailer. That's a name for destiny. He's got explosions going off behind him. He's got sunglasses and M16. This summer. No women, no kids. The Al-Qaeda crusher. Atonement the Night Shepherd. You know what my name is? Philly Pascaloki Thas. Lover of horses, pumpkin farmer. Shit. He gets to punch Navy SEALs in the face. I really like ponies in Halloween. Let's go back a second, too. That first name, lover of horses. That doesn't mean I like horses. Yeah, you're putting it together. I don't cover my Trapper Keepers in totally awesome unicorn stickers. I like horses. I mean, I don't, but fuck, that's what they wanted out of me. That's my destiny. Shag and Shetlands, whatever you want to fucking call it. That's a real Greek name. That's a Greek cultural name. They name their kids like, oh, look at my beautiful little boy. He's a horse fucker if I've ever seen one. Look at those eyes. I knew it. You guys would be awesome. That's the name my dad picked for me sober on purpose. And he's like, well, I named you after King Philip, the father of Alexander the Great. He didn't go with Alexander, though, did he? Didn't want to name me after the greatest badass in the history of the human race who conquered the planet. Not him, his dad. That close. Thanks, Pops. You know what Alexander means? It's Latin. Translate that into English. The one without law. Fucking, it's tasty, isn't it? Goddamn. Seriously. Dude, I'll keep the pumpkin farmer last name if you gave me the first name of a dude who sounds like he rolled off a Clint Eastwood movie. Instead of the first name I've got now, which sounds like a dude whose favorite strip club is going to be the Kentucky Derby. Yeah. I told that joke at a show once, and after this guy came up to me, real excited, shook my hands like, dude, I think you just got me laid. My name's Alexander. Fuck you, dude. She have a sister with a unicorn tattoo? Help me out, man. Sweet. I really like comedy. But, like, I'm the only comedian in my family. I'm the only entertainer. They've all got, like, 9-to-5 jobs, and they're upstanding people, and, like, they all graduated college, which I heard is really cool. So, like, what that means is that to them, I'm the edgy one. Like, they don't know what my life is like, and underground comedy belly buttons and fucking... Yeah, they think I'm living the crazy bohemian lifestyle. Like, I want to make something very clear. I'm not the coolest person in this room. I am the coolest person in my family, though. That's true. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I was at my aunt's funeral, her first. And I was talking to my nieces and nephews, having like real family talk, right? Like serious stuff. I was like, if you need to talk to someone and you don't know if you can ask your parents, and you've got questions about sex or drugs and or rock and roll, you can come to me. You can trust me with that. You can ask me anything you want. And my sister tries to help out and pipe up. And she's like, well, I went to college to be a health teacher. I can tell them about drugs. And I was like, you read about drugs. You know that THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol. You don't know what it's like to be afraid to talk because you're worried your tongue might drown in words. That's Uncle Phil. I already know I'm going to be the cool uncle. Like, it's nice to have that spot reserved. So then, like, that's where I am in my family. But then what happens is that my whole family shares with me what they think are terrible secrets, and they never are, which is adorable. Like, I'm talking to my brother, and he's like 4 drinks in, he's drunk. He's like, he's telling me. He's got that, like, I'm cheating on my wife whisper, but he's not cheating on his wife at all. Like, what he does is he'll drop my nieces off at ballet practice every week. You know, like a badass. And then, when he goes to pick them up, he'll show up an hour early because the ballet studio is right next door to a comic book store. Oh shit, man. Like, that's his secret. He's fucking like the hat and the sunglasses and the trench coat, and like the secret code name is like, come on in, Mr. Brown, here's your Wolverine pull for the month. Oh, your mustache is slipping there a little bit. You've fixed that. And he's telling me he's pissed because sometimes this happens, is that he'll show up an hour early, but one of the other parents is there. He has to abort mission. He can't have another grown-up see him walk into a comic book store. That's not allowed. He's got a job, and he owns a car and a house, and he's got white picket children and 2.5 fences. He's respectable. He can't be busted buying comic books. And he's asking me, like, about drugs, like weeds, like you smoke the grass, you mow the lawn, is that what they're calling it nowadays? Like, that's what we're gonna fucking start calling it. Thanks, bro. But no matter how much I make fun of him, he gets all his cool points back because he taught my nieces about professional wrestling. That's awesome. It's like they're 2 and 5 years old, they watch pro wrestling every week. And it's adorable. They're like little kids watch pro wrestling and yay, blood, like. And, like, he's got this thing where, like, they headbutt each other. Because it's cute. Like, that's how they play watching wrestling. And, like, they have a warning shell. Like, but. That's the signal. Like, incoming, but, bash it. And it's adorable and cute and everything. And it's especially delicious when my 86-year-old grandmother picks up my 2-year-old niece. Smart crowd. Grandma doesn't know the bell's rung. 2-year-old, but everything she's got, bam, like in an 86, like a 2-year-old, but an 86-year-old face, and just juice, like bleeding lip, and just collapses into the chair. My whole family rushes to her rescue. When she falls, she dropped my 2-year-old niece, and my niece sticks the landing, just waddles off like a champion. It was pretty great. I know. Adorable. Adria? First, give Adria a round of applause, everybody. Waitress. This is the trenches. She's the Salvation Army. None of us want to see this, be here, do this sober. So she does well. Adria? I'm sorry. Dang it. Now I'm ruining the flow of the show. Damn it. All right. I'm going to talk about how my dad wants me to be a pedophile. I mean, he doesn't know math. All right, I'm going to cover this. Give me a second. My dad's Greek. From the boat to America, like the whole thing. Which means if there's a Greek girl around my age, he'll just shove me next to her and want a grandchild to form in the empty space between us. Doesn't even matter if she doesn't speak English. That's incidental to the mission. He's done this to me several times. So I'm in college, and he's showing me this girl he wants to introduce me to, and she's just gorgeous, like Greek hot, stunning. Yeah, it's great. And I'm asking him about her, and I'm like, well, how old is she? And he says, 17 or 18. That is not multiple choice, motherfucker. That's a very important line to be on the right side of. Like, technically speaking, that might only be the difference of 24 hours. Right? But I do not want to have to introduce myself to my neighbors for the rest of my life. She is not worth it. Yeah. See, that wasn't me. Never mind. Apparently it didn't work. All right. I went to college for philosophy, but I didn't finish. I'm a college dropout, which means my life is exactly the same as if I graduated with a philosophy degree. Yeah. I checked the numbers. It checks out. Yeah. Do you know? Oh, man. When I was in college, though, I had the best job in the history of the world. I was a nude model for the art department. Yes. Oh, my God. You guys show up, strip naked, creep out strangers, $10 an hour. That's it. And I got to fall asleep. Yes, dude. I swear to God, re-enroll just for the gig. Oh, dude, yeah. It's sweet. I'll hook you up with... No, it's fine. I'll hook you up with him. It's fine. Dude, all right, listen. It gets even better. I got to fall asleep. Yeah, because a sleeping body is easier to draw than an awake one. Yeah, art degree, 15 grand, just saved you. There you go. The teacher asks you to fall asleep. What's the last gig you had where your boss walks up to your desk and goes, you know, we've been talking about around the office. You should really be taking a lot more naps on the clock. Go ahead, 40 winks, company dime. Take your pants off, too. The best part about the whole thing was it's going to get better. I'm not even the headliner, man. You're going to burn this mother down. The best part about the whole job was that on my days off, when I had my clothes on, if I saw a student that had been in one of these classes, I'd go out of my way to have a conversation with them, cross the street, hunt them down. I was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's everything going? Because I got to see my favorite thing where you're having a conversation with somebody, but they're having that panic behind their eyes. They're like, the naked dude's talking to me. Do I punch him or stab him in the face and run away? I don't know what to do. And you know they're doing that like if somebody's like, don't think of a pink elephant, and then you think of a pink elephant because you said it. Yeah, they're doing that, but with my cock. They're like, don't think of him naked. So they're thinking of me naked because they can't not think of me naked. It was awesome. You could see it in their eyes. And when you think about it, that's the meanest thing I could ever do to somebody. Because if you see somebody naked tonight in your adventure, it's like, woohoo. Yeah. Yeah. But then the next morning you sober up and you realize you don't ever want to see him naked ever again. It happens. Yeah, exactly. You could make that happen. You've got options. Like avoidance techniques. Same thing you do with everybody. Like don't answer the phone when they call. Don't go to the bar you met them at. Like if you wake up the next morning and they're gathering your hair to make a doll with your face on it, like you can get a restraining order. There's options for you. For the students in these classes that I'm afflicting with whatever this is, there is no escape for them. Yeah, exactly. Because I get to subject them to the most painfully awkward conversation they're going to have in their entire week. And then I wrap it up and I set them free, and they're like, oh, I had to talk to the naked dude today. Have a few drinks, take a few showers, we're going to get over this, we'll be okay. But just before they're out of earshot, I get to go, hey, see you at class on Monday, and then they just start crying on the sidewalk. I got to ruin art majors for a living. It was pretty sweet. Thank you. Doing the Lord's work. I compare that with the worst job I ever had, which was in college. And I worked at a gas station, which is fine, it's a gas station. But this gas station played really shitty country music all day. Yeah, Like I got Johnny Cash albums. Not country, like this is gas station country. Right? You get how those two words in front of anything is just bad for you. Gas station food or water. Yeah, yeah. Like if you go to a gas station now, some of them actually have aisles that say health and wellness. I'm like, that's not fucking, it's a gas station. It's not healthy. Gas station country music, after listening to it for a year and a half, is about four things. Any of these four things or any combination of these four things. How much cooler your parents are than you'll ever be, which is the lamest thing you could ever write a song about. Like, yeah, you couldn't beat Scissors with Rock that lame. There you go. How awesome it is to be poor. I've heard, trust me. How awesome your truck is, And this is the worst one. How awesome this country would be if white people were still in charge? Yeah, I didn't like it, but I had to hear, like, if you ever hear a country song sing back in the day, they mean 2007. Yeah. But there was one song with one line that drove me crazy, and it was, if I were you, I'd fall in love, man. Yeah, translate that in, exactly. I'll translate it into English. That's, if I were you, I'd fall in love with me. Yeah. Is that a suggestion or a threat? After staying up for about 3 days, think about what the hell that meant, I came to two conclusions. Either he's alone in his bedroom, naked, in front of a full-length mirror. And our major. Yeah, checking his... He might be an art major, I don't know. When you want good country music, you go to art majors. Checking his fine self out. Or, other option, that's something you yell at a girl you have tied up in a hole in your basement? And then you tell her to put the lotion in the fucking basket. Or else it gets the hose again. Man, I didn't write the song, dude. Call Countryland. Tell them to stop writing songs like that. Countryland. Okay. I like music, but that also means I really don't like bad music. Like, it bugs me. For instance, I really hate the band Styx. A lot. Yes! Oh my God, thank you so much. Like, if I had a time machine, I assume I wouldn't be the only one with a time machine. Why do I have the only one? Someone else could go back and stop Hitler from Hitlering. I'd stop Styx from Styxing. Like, in like the silver lining kind of good news out of bad news thing, there's good stuff we got out of World War II. Like, we understand evil in a much deeper sense. We've saved lives because of it. It's true. It's history. Seen it on the TV box. We got to the moon with technology we developed from the missiles in World War II. That's true. Hawaii was important there for a week. It was a good time for everyone who was there. You know what Styx did? Nothing. You know what Styx made? More bands like Styx. It's unforgivable. Exhibit A. Their big hit, Come Sail Away. I'll break it down for you real quick. We're going to sail away with some angels. Oh, they're not angels. They're aliens with spaceships. Nothing with sails to sail away with. And that's the song. It's drunk sci-fi put to synthesizers. It's not good music. I don't know who that guy is, but I like his music taste. Exhibit B. You know where they got the name Styx? You know what it's from? It's a river in hell, in Greek mythology, where the undead living and the unliving dead swirl together in blood to forget their past lives. It's the most brutal thing in the history of flowing water, and the name was stolen by a shitty 70s pop band. Yeah, it is sad. It was a secret plot by Jesus to ruin the best metal band name before a metal band could name the metal band a metal name like that. You know who rocks? Slayer. Slayer rocks. Slayer should have been called Styx, but they couldn't because the name was taken before they showed up. It's true. It is sad. I like you guys like that joke. Sometimes people don't like that joke, but I told that joke at a pizza joint open mic, and one of the pizza delivery dudes went, "Fuck yeah!" which means I'm right. If anyone knows anything about good music, it's pizza delivery dudes. Awesome. So, yeah, this guy. Okay, cool, yeah. Me, him? I was in Iowa. I was at a gas station. I know, it's okay. Guy behind the counter. May I have a honey vice, please, Adria? Thank you, Adria. Oh my God, is that for me? Holy shit! Corner bar and their psychic waitresses. Give her a round of applause, seriously. God damn. All right, Iowa. So, guy behind the counter, regular white Iowegian dude. Yeah. You can close your eyes, you can see him in your mind, right? You know what he looks like. Glasses, gas station mullet. It's a particular species. Not fat, but rotundable. You know, got a few curves on him. Yeah. He's all right. But like, I looked at his name tag, and it said his name was Allah. I was like, dude, what shitty parents. Naming your kid Allah in Iowa. Like, they must have had, like, rock star lives for you to show up and ruin, for them to give you revenge with a name like that. Like, if you name your kid Allah in Iowa, you're basically outsourcing your child abuse to racist assholes on the street. No, Mama's tired from cooking you all this food you hate to eat. Go outside and play near the church. Seriously. No, listen. Like, I'm looking at this guy's name tag, like, you know, like, oh, we need to stop his supervillain parents before they procreate more victims. And it's at that point I realized I'd been staring through the guy's chest the entire time, like, not blinking, just thinking, like, serial killer long, like, not cool. Like, and he notices me, and he goes, can I help you? And it woke me up, and I looked again, and I realized his name was Alan. Whoops. So this entire alternate universe I've built in my head for the last 34 seconds implodes on itself, and I just go, oh, Jesus, and I run out the store. Awesome. All right, thank you. All right, we're going to go sci-fi on this one. Stretch your minds. You ready? All right. Take the rate of scientific advancement we have now, like what we've got today, like internet and lasers and robots, stuff like that, and extrapolate that 1,000 years to what we're going to figure out. Eventually, we're going to figure out wormholes, right? Interstellar travel, point A to point B. We don't have it yet, but we're going to. And then I think the next step would be to compact that technology and install it in our large intestines so we'll never have to poop again. Yeah, it's great. This is going to pay off in like 1,000 years. It's poop joke 3012. What you do is you put the entry wormhole at the end of your large intestine and the exit wormhole at the top of the rectum of a poor person you pay to do all your pooping for you. Yeah, now he gets it. That's right. They'll be your crap camel. Oh, words are fun. You're a turd butler. That's right. Please, like some more. I was telling a friend of mine about my genius plan to make billions of dollars, and he was like, why don't you just have them teleport it straight into the toilet? And I said, if you do that, the plan doesn't create jobs. Thanks. I want to get a pair of tattoos on my balls that say babies on board. Do we need to have a sex ed class? All right, next joke. You're right. That was just for me. I saw a sign at a pawn shop. It said, buy a pair of earrings, get a free gun. Dude, if you think she's not going to like them, just get a receipt. It's a lot of pressure. Saw a bumper sticker on this truck, and it had a picture of this gun, this big Magnum, and it said, we don't dial 911. I mean, it'll work, right? It's an idea. It's a philosophy. Unless, like, your house is on fire. Pa, save the kids. I got them, baby. Oh, they're safe. They're with Jesus now. Oh, yeah. Those poor fake kids I didn't kill. I just want to say for the record, I've told that joke a lot. I've never heard anyone in the room go, see ya. You're my new favorite person. This is so great. God damn it. I love this. This is almost as good as getting naked for money. My cat's a pervert. Yeah, I mean, I love him. He's not, but like, he's a rescue cat. Yeah, he's a rescue cat, so I assume he learned this on the streets. Sometimes you just realize what you're saying. It's like, oh, man. He humps my roommate's blankets. Not mine, so it's not really my problem, right? But when he does it real slow. Like, just making the cat eyes at you. Half speed. Half speed, mathematically making it twice as gross as if he did a regular clip the way God intended. I just fucking, like, the cat look, like not blink in the eyes. It's the only time I hit him. I throw shit at him. I can't stand it. And I'll get away from him, and I'll go downstairs, and he'll fucking follow me with the blanket like, and fucking do it again. Like, he only does it when I'm on the computer for 4 hours or watching TV in the living room. There's something about me being lazy that turns cats on, apparently. Plus, he's neutered. There's nothing here. So this is all imagination to him. It's like, I used to know Daddy. Do you know how this works? It's my voodoo ghost balls. They're real in my dreams. Yeah, it's the grossest, saddest, angriest thing I've ever seen in my life, all at the same time. So he's the last rescue cat we're ever going to get. My house got robbed. Because he's a cat, he's not going to do anything about it. They got 2 laptops, a digital camera, and the Netflix box. You'd call it a PlayStation 3. But I think you're only allowed to use that name if you actually own any video games to go with it. And I know they had to have been teenagers because they left my CD collection completely untouched. Like they didn't know they were music circles that were worth money. Yeah, what is this, a fucking shiny coaster collection? And I thought about it, like, house got robbed, now I gotta call the cops. Which it's an extra bummer. Like, nobody likes calling the cops. That's not fun for anybody. It's like, hey man, you having a bad day? Get some cops over. Get some strangers in your house with guns, have them throw your shit around and ask you questions like it's your fault. And then I thought about it, and I realized I couldn't call the cops, and I'll answer why by way of a rhetorical question. My house, 4 comedians, how many drugs do you think are in my house? We have a bong so big you could jack a car if you need to change a tire with it. It's not good. It's great, unless you need local law enforcement to be on your side for anything. Then you go in vigilante on that one. What was really interesting to me was like how my brain acclimated to the fact my house had been robbed, like how it rationalized and dealt with it. Because before that had happened, everything in my life had been going perfectly fine. Everything had been going so well for so long, too well for too long. Like you're freaked out because everything's so perfect. Now that my house has been robbed, I feel so much better. I can't get in a car crash this month. My house just got robbed. I'm fine. The funniest part about the whole thing was that, like, after it happened, I cased my house. CSI in my shit, like trying to find footprints or bloody gloves or semen. I didn't find anything. It's okay. Aw, sad semen. It's okay. So I didn't find anything. Standing in front of my house, smoking a cigarette, watching traffic go by, staring across the street, not thinking of anything, just trying to process it, deal with the fact, chain smoking left and right, staring off in the distance. My roommate got a phone call a couple hours later from a neighbor across the street, and he said that he'd seen a shady-looking dude stand in front of our house smoking a cigarette. Yeah, seriously. He had an unkempt mustache, which I did at the time, that's fair. He had a big purple winter jacket, so I think he was kind of fat, which is not fair. And I feel really bad saying this, and don't quote me on it, but he might have been Hispanic. Yeah. I'm not Hispanic, I'm Greek. Yeah, it's European Mexicans. You would think it'd be the Spanish. No. There you go. I like good people. The worst part about the whole thing was that I did the math. Right? My roommate left for work at 9:30. I woke up at 2. It was my day off. I was in the house when it was getting robbed. Oh man, that's the worst. Like I was there when they were there. Seriously, I heard footsteps in the hallway at like 1 o'clock. And I was like, oh, I got 4 roommates. It must be somebody. It was fucking somebody, all right. They were on the other side of the wall, man. Like that's terrifying. And you're never safe in your own house. Plus, you're really disappointed because you missed the chance to live in an action movie. Yeah, it is sad. Action movies are sad. But like, because when you have an argument with a person with words, you come up with the best comeback ever, but like an hour later, it doesn't do you any good. Exactly. When my house got robbed, my brain's come up with fantastic situations where I would have kicked all their asses. Yeah, that would have happened. So I sleep naked, so I have the element of surprise on him on that. And I throw a plastic chair at the first dude, break his neck on contact, then I do a flying dragon kick to the face of the second dude off the staircase. Then I get the didgeridoo in the living room and beat them both unconscious until the police show up my justice basket for fighting crime. Which is not what would have happened. I would have shit pants I wasn't wearing if they'd actually found me. But for like 4 hours, my brain's like, yeah, fucking Die Hard 7. Then you stab him in the throat with your dick. So one last thing for you guys. It's my favorite story. This story made me the happiest I've ever been to be an American. I want to share it with you. It fucking warms my heart every time. So, I was in Greece, and I was staying at a hostel. You know, like one of those cheap hotels that 20-something douchebags with backpacks hang out in. Yeah. And I'm about to do a really shitty British impression for you. But I was talking to William, the guy who runs the place. He says, right, I've been doing this job 9 years. I know how everyone from every country is going to act once they tell me what country they're from. Someone says they're French, they're going to act just like every other French person I've ever had. I'm going to know what they want, what they're going to ask for, I know how to handle them. British people are different from French, but all British people are going to be the same. I know what they want, I know what they're going to ask for, I know how to handle them. Russians, Italians, Greeks, Spanish, Australians, doesn't matter. I can predict everybody from every country. Except Americans. I have no fucking idea what to do with them. Each one is different from the last one. They're a complete goddamn shot in the dark. They confuse me every fucking day. That made me so happy. Seriously, because like whatever you believe and other people believe in what you believe they believe, what the two of you believe, anything you can do in America or think in America, it's our differences that make us similar. And that is one thing that we as a nation, as a people, can come together and do as one, and that is confuse the fuck out of every other country that is out there. You guys, my name is Phil Kolas. Stick around for Wayne Burfine, Maria Driscoll, everybody. You guys are fucking awesome!